Hello, this is History Player and welcome to episode 2 of Crusader Kings 3. So, this is the map right now. And then we're playing Chieftain Roald of Telmark, so we're in the same spot as we were last time. It's 878, so yeah. And then the last episode we built the Gathering Halls is still building, and we built the marketplace, so that's good. And then, got married, we had 4 children, so, I want to increase the development in our county, so that's what I'm doing right now. So I just had our steward do that because we're building different things, so that's always good. Then I pressed play, so yeah. So probably in this episode, probably just gonna be the kids will be aging up and we'll be getting marriages for them and stuff, so that's always good. And we'll see what the episode brings. Right now we're 38, so yeah, doing pretty good. One of our neighboring rulers won. We have well-organized levies. Then I looked at the different people, and I saw that this guy had low levies, so he might be I might declare war on him. So there's a scheme at court. So there's a diplomacy perk available. So I wanted to get the next level for that, but it turns out you have to do all the side ones first before you get to the middle ones. So I have to do those first. So I went for the Ducal Conquest. That gives minus 30% gold for creating titles, which is always good. Then I pressed play. So yeah. Soothing in the pain. This is our daughter's education. So when a mag bed for Ellen immediately brought water to him. So the other ones bring us stress. So I thought giving her the trait compassionate would be the best for her personality, so that's what I chose. That's a pretty good boost and stuff. It's always good. And I was going, and then unworthy peasants. Our son or heir ignoring a criminal is begging for water. So he got the trait arrogant, which gives like 1 point, it gives 1 prestige per month, plus 1 prestige per month, and minus things for humble people or something. Yeah, minus 15 relationship. So it's an it's like a okay trait, but I don't really like it, but it fits with our personality the best. So yeah, he's just arrogant and pensive. So yeah, he's also beautiful. That's the inheritable trait from his mother. So yeah. So I looked at different things, and then one of our daughters needs a guardian. So I chose the person with the highest learning skill. So I picked not my chancellor. I picked one down because our chancellor has the great pox, an illness. So yeah, that's why I chose one down. So it was only 2 skill points. So yeah. I'm probably gonna have people with the highest learning skill be the ones to educate my children, because I don't really like doing it, and it doesn't give my children that much of a boost. So yeah. My spouse was acting on my behalf. So yeah. I went for the gain 10 dread, I think. No, I went for the 150 prestige. So yeah. Then I pressed play. So time is passing. We get 1.5 gold per month, 1.4 prestige per month, and 1.4 piety per month. Then we have to increase the control in our county, so I set our marshal to do that. That's always good. My son's prowess increased by 1 because of the mother combat practice. So yeah, it's always good. And then I press play again. It's 1880 now, so yeah, it's always good. Getting a little older. We're 40 right now, so yeah. So there's a development negotiation. I'm ill now, so I sent for a physician now. So yeah. So I want to, yeah. So I went for the one that pays 15 gold because we couldn't really afford the 51 because we only had 56 gold. So then we were still trying to sway our marshal. So I went for the first option, and and I went for the illness. I went for be more careful, and then I got less reduced disease symptoms. So that's always good. Increased communication. So we swayed our marshal. So then I went on so I started a scheme to sway our, I think it was our spy master, so we could because she could easily do a plot against us. We want to improve the relationship because it was like 6, so that's not very good, but yeah. So you definitely need to keep the relationships up with your council. So my spouse aided me, so that's always good, and she was pregnant. I think. My old self was I lost the trait ill, so I'm no longer ill, which is good. And then I went to my issues again. There's low county control again. I don't know why it keeps going low, but we definitely need to improve that. That will be good, but the gathering halls will help that a lot. So yeah. So just time was passing. Oh, now our wife was pregnant again for the 5th time. So that's always good. Another heir or daughter to marry off. Then I looked at my firstborn daughter, I think. Yeah. No, I just pressed play. So I got a diplomacy perk available, so the game was just saving and stuff. So then I went for, I think I went for forced vacillation. No, I went for the defense negotiations. So yeah. Then look at the issues again. Then I pressed play. That's always good. I looked in our thing, and there's only 6 months left, so our gathering halls will be built. That'll give us a big boost, because we're still trying. Oh, we had a daughter, so her name is Freyja. So it's always good. This is our final child, I think. She got the 3 trait in beautiful, so it's always really good. So yeah, it's always good. Then I looked at my daughter, and then I wanted to arrange a betrothal for her. So I'm looking for rank, because that will give us more house prestige. So I kept looking between different people. I think I went for the 7-year-old Chieftain of Ossuary. I think I went for him. So yeah. So time was going, so I just kept looking. I didn't want to marry somebody too old, because she was only like 11, almost 12. So yeah. So I wanted to get this 12-year-old long hair, but Ossuary had the better, yeah. So plus she gets 800 prestige, which is super good, and we get an alliance, which is good too. He accepted the betrothal. That's always good. So, he's also Norse, I think, so that's always good. And, time is passing. Unworthy peasants. This is another educating for a daughter. She gained the trait arrogant, just like our son. So yeah, but it's a little weird because one of the bad traits on the other one was arrogant, so it's a little weird. And our son has a keen eye. So I gave him the trait greedy, because it fits with our personality the best, because we're also gluttonous, so that kind of like goes with that, because yeah. So he is greedy, inclusion with arrogant, just, and pensive. Pensive is only a childhood trait, so yeah. Then I pressed play. Oh, the longhouses were constructed in our county, which is always good. And I think we're trying to save up some money for a new upgrade, I think. So that's always good. So time was just passing stuff, different things. Then I looked what upgrades we could get, or build something new. So I want to build all the first level things in our tribe holding, so that we can just upgrade from there. So yeah. So I wanted to construct the war camps next. We're only missing 2 gold, so that's good, but it takes 5 years. Pretty long for that, so yeah. and it costs 200 prestige, but that's not really the problem. It's mostly the gold. So yeah. Then I see what gains I would get from the level 2 gathering halls. Not very good. But then I decided to construct all the level 1 buildings. So yeah. So I think I pressed play again so time would just pass and get some more money. So yeah. I waited till the end of 2 months so we just have something in the bank just in case. And our spy master was swayed, which is super good. Then I think I started to sway our steward because our relationship was like medium to low. So yeah. I think then I wait to the end of this month so we can get some more money. So it's always good. So yeah. Yeah, so I started constructing the war camps. That would give us more levies and stuff. So I wanted to go to war this episode, but we couldn't because everybody was too high. So I wanted to go and get to that guy with the low military rank and stuff. I looked at our military strength. It's like medium. Then I looked at his. His is way too much. Then I looked at some of the other people's. They're like in the middle, 650. But we have a lot of big powers around us, so we definitely need to get better things like that. So yeah, better military strength. So I think the lowest one was around us was like 600 and something. So we just need to improve our tribe a little bit more, keep on going and stuff. So it's always good. And so just time was passing, different things happened. So I was looking how much time things were doing left, and then increasing control of our county was 20 months left, so that's always good. The Valerian Guard, so I wanted my champion to go ahead and go to the Byzantine Empire, so yeah, it's always good. So just time was a little passing and stuff. Then I looked on our issues that we educator for our daughter. So then I picked my chancellor because he no longer had the pox, the great pox or whatever. So yeah. He has a 19 learning skill which will improve her a lot. She is bossy. Our other daughter is bossy and shy. And comely, I think. Yeah. So time was just passing a little bit, and just looked around a little bit, pressed play, auto saved, and so yeah, everything was good. With suspicion, so we were out in the woods with my daughter Elaine, and she gained the trait paranoid because it fits with our personality the best. So yeah, that's why I picked that. So yeah. So time was just passing, different things. Looked at some of the issues. We didn't have very many issues. Then I looked at my children. Yeah, looking at their ages. So, I'll probably, marry my son at the age of like 28 to 30, cause, yeah, it's better to have. Our son came of age, and he's very good at stewardship, and yeah, fortune builder. So I'll look at that when I go into his character. So it gives +6 stewardship and a plus in money, I think. So I appointed him because he had a way better skill. Yeah, he had an 11 skill instead of an 8 skill, and he had a high relationship with us, so that's always good. So yeah, and then he was just increasing development. Yeah, so he can marry, but I don't want him to marry until it's older. It's always good to be older and have kids, so they don't get too old stuff. So that's always good. I looked at my second born daughter, Sif, and I looked at my third, Berta, and then Freyja, and I wanted to educate her. So I wanted to change the person, so I set it as my chancellor. so he's doing a lot of educating for my children, which is always good. Then I pressed play again. Time was passing. Then I looked at my son. Then I looked at my firstborn daughter. Yeah. Then I got a pop-up, and it was about social manipulation. It was about the same thing as last episodes, so I said the same exact response. So yeah. I got a diplomacy perk point, so I clicked that. Yeah, the game was a little glitching out, so I went for the embassies, because it gives +4 diplomacy for every alliance, I think. So that's always really good. And Matt's was swayed, which is good. So then I think I started to sway somebody else, or I might have just canceled the scheme. So yeah. Then I looked at my thing a little bit. Then I looked at the issues, not much. So look at my daughters a little bit more. I wanted to edit one of my daughters because she had the same hair as her sister, so I went for the crown braid. So yeah, and just press play and stuff. So that's good. So then I looked at my daughter. I wanted to arrange a marriage for her because she was about 11. That's when I arranged a marriage for my other daughter. That's what's good. So I arranged a marriage for the 16-year-old chief Prodika of Belizisha, or something like that. So yeah. So they would get the pretty trait, their children. That's good. We get some more prestige for the family. We got an alliance. Heir was still unmarried. So yeah. Don't want to find a marriage for him yet. So yeah. I probably want to get an inheritable trait for him. So I probably want him to get his wife to have like the quick trait or something, because that's always good. So yeah. That's good. So I changed the clothing of him a little bit because I didn't like the look of the thing a little bit, so that's why I chose that. Then after that, I pressed play again. I gained 150 prestige, so the game was just auto saving and stuff. So then time was just passing a little bit, and I got lost control again. So yeah. Then I looked at the increased development because that caused some problems. That lost development, which is bad. So increasing development, we were almost done with it, but then it reset for some reason. So then I canceled it, and then we started to collect taxes again. So yeah. He was a little weird, our Stuart son, a little weird. So yeah. So it went back down to 0.9 out of 100, which is super weird, but I guess it's okay unless it like reset. So I just went back to collecting taxes after that. So just time was passing. Ellen comes of age. She got a mastermind philosopher, and that's good. And her betrothal was still 12, so yeah. So then I looked at my son. He's 18 now, so yeah, he's of full age. Well, 16's full age, but 18 you get, technically it's the full age, but we got mismanaged development because of our Stuart, so it's a little weird because he's not very good at development. We need a higher Stuart, but that's our hardest we can, and we have 4 months for the war camps. It's good. So the upgrades and buildings are now plus, I think, and our wife wants to do something, so I put it for the first one. The deal falls through though, which is super bad. So we gain money on all the upgrades and stuff for 10 years, so that's not very good. So we got some disadvantages here, because now 120 gold. instead of like, I think it's like 70 or 80. So that's really bad. So then I see how much to construct the next building. It's 90 gold, so yeah. A little less. The sparrings, I think the sparring grounds were done. It's good. And, looked at our military strength. We have about 528 levies. So yeah. So nothing really changed. Gray days. I think I went back to bed. I think I was starting to get ill. And then a flaw of character. So I want to change my son's character trait because I want him to lose the trait arrogant. So yeah. So he said yes to it. So I chose something that would not less gain stress. Yeah. I wanted to remove the arrogant trait, I think. So no, I want to own up. Yeah. So I got the melancholy trait, so that's not very good. That's kind of bad. So then I want for him to lose the trait arrogant and get a 33% chance that you get one of the 3 traits. So yeah. But he didn't get any of the 3 traits, which is not good. Well, I think he might have gotten trusting. Yeah, I think he got trusting. So that's good. That's good. Or he might have gotten that when he aged up. I don't really know. So, time was just passing, and we're trying to get enough money for the walls, the parasols, or whatever they're called. And then we got a diplomacy perk point, so I went for the forced vassalage. So that's always good. And, so I just looked at the issues, and I looked at the people's military strength. So he only had 56 levies, so I wanted to declare war against him. But then, yeah, I was gonna declare war against him because I wanted to get the county. So, but he was super superior than us because he had another like a county, a vassal who had pretty high levies, 474. So I guess we couldn't attack him because he's the liege, and his liege also had some alliances. Yeah, but they do have a son or a daughter because we could marry into them. So yeah, we still have that daughter. We haven't married Freyja. So if they have a son, we might marry into them. So that's always good. So yeah. So the increasing control is almost done. Then I paused the game because we had enough money to get the what's it called? The walls or parasols. Yeah, something like that. We had 97 gold pieces, and so yeah. So the task finishes to increase county control. Looked at my marshal. So yeah, it's always good. And then I went to my chiefdom, and I started to construct the palisades, just walls and stuff. So it's good if we get attacked or raided. So yeah. We might start raiding different people next episode, but we don't really need the money, so I don't know. Oh, Sif came of age, and they grew up so fast, and we could she got a trait. What is it? Oh, we could marry those two together. So they were married. Now she's a chiefess. So that's always good. So yeah. So I looked at my other daughter, same daughter. So that's always good. Then I looked at which daughter did I look at? Oh, her, and she was 18. So I gave her the hat thing because I don't like that. Then there's 2 more years until she can marry her betrothed person. So then I was gonna find a spouse for her, my third daughter. So I looked at different things. I found the 17-year-old Earl. I think I went for him. Yeah, of North Cumbria. So I went for him. So that's good. Oh, we got an alliance, so that's good. They'll probably get married next episode. So yeah, it's good. So, we did the letter things again with a different person. So we did start exchanging letters. Then we got to pop up again. So I went for the second option because I thought that one was better. Then it turns out it was the same thing and I got oops. So if we get this again, I'll probably go for frame the letter because just an easy game of prestige because we tried both options and they both gave the oops thing. So yeah. Then I saw that my daughter's betrothal person had lost his title or something. So we need to improve the relationship with our family a little bit more because yeah, it goes -30 if we break the betrothal. So it's not very good. So I found a new person for her, and he's a chief. So yeah, then I sent my son to go for the Vargarian Guard with the Byzantine Empire. So he was an empty council spot because he left and he went to the Byzantine Empire to study there, I think. So yeah, and I looked. So that's something new, and I like that. So I saw that I just assigned the same person before with the level 8 of stewardship. So yeah. Then I pressed play. Things were happening. So yeah. Then I paused. And I saw that. So that's good. Then I went to him. Saw the issues. So yeah. Looked at different things to see if I could bring him back, but I couldn't. So yeah. Just have to wait till he's done. So, because the other guy came back, so he will come back, so that's good. Then I looked at my minor titles, and then I saw a reporter position, so it's good. Then I pressed play again, time was passing. I looked at our parallel seeds or something, and it's 3 years left till they're built. Then I looked at it was so much money for all these different things. So yeah. And then I found a secret from Elaine. So I decided to find what the secret was from our Marshal Carl. So we found out his secret lover, but we'll probably not know that. Then our other person returned from the Valerian Guard. It's good. So yeah. So my spouse aided me. That's 300 diplomacy perk points. So yeah, it's good. Time's passing. So we got excessive tariffs. We got a perk point, and I decided to get a accomplished forger. It's -75% for claiming what is it? Like getting a claim on somebody, which is super good. Then I looked at the different people's levies, and they were way over us. There were like 1,000, and we had 611. Yep. So we definitely improved that. Then I looked at my diplomacy and different things. I saw that yeah. So we still have the melancholic trait. So then I looked at everybody else's levies and stuff. We still can't attack many people. Not very good. So yeah. So I just looked at the map a little bit. Saw that Sweden formed. England expanded, I think. Whatever that is with the land in it. Then I looked that West Francia took over a lot, and Bavaria took over East Francia and Lotharingia, so they took over in Italy, starting to build a power, so yeah, it's good. Well, the map's just changing, so yeah. Then betrothed can marry, but then I saw, well, he's no longer anything. So it's a little weird. His brother became chief, so he just joined our court, which is okay. So he has a high stewardship skill, so I put him as our steward, even higher than our sons by 1 point. Just wanted him to get to work and stuff, so that's good. Our daughter has a high learning skill. She just has medium traits, so she's not really gonna be with any council positions or anything, because she can only do spy master. So yeah. I think I assigned him on something. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay. So, yeah, I looked at his stewardship skill, so then I assigned him, which is really good. So I fired the other person, because he got fired twice, so yeah. And, I'm starting to wrap up. So, in this episode, we got a lot of things upgraded. We got almost everything level 1 on our tribe. Our son came of age, and he got good traits. Our daughter married somebody. Our other daughter married somebody, and we're spreading our genes around. Our daughter's betrothed. And we also had another daughter, Frasier, which is pretty good. And, then I saw that he didn't have a title. So I don't know what's wrong with these titles, because whenever we betroth somebody, they lose their title or something. So yeah. So that's not very good. Except for our second daughter. Yeah. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye.